Minister, have you seen our common sense Conservative leader's brilliant 15-minute documentary on the housing hell in Canada that's been viewed over 4 million times?
I am certainly familiar with the Conservative scheme on housing. I haven't watched the video itself.
Okay, so I would strongly encourage that you do watch it, because it's a common sense Conservative plan how to build more homes and not more bureaucracy. And while you're at it, maybe like, share, and subscribe so others can see a common sense Conservative plan on how to get housing fixed as well.
I'm happy to comment on the Conservative scheme today, in fact.
Your government's housing agency, CMHC, says that 3.5 million additional homes need to be built in Canada by 2030 to restore housing affordability. Your housing agency, the same one, the head of that agency says that, it said 2 days ago at the Senate Finance Committee, that your government has no plan to reach that number. In fact, in this committee, that same agency, your housing agency, says that that target is not attainable under current conditions because of high interest rates and because of higher costs that were caused by your government. In other words, your own housing agency has no faith in you or your government. If your own housing agency has no faith in you, why should Canadians?
Thank you for the question, Mr. Hallan. You asked me to comment on the Conservative scheme on housing.
I didn't ask you to comment on that. I made a comment.
In fact, invited me to. So let me comment.
I'd like to hear an answer.
First of all, I would point out...
Point of order.
Point of order.
Mr. Hallan, as he does every time the minister comes, asks a question or makes a statement and then refuses to allow the minister to answer. And so, Mr. Chair, I would just ask we allow the minister to answer the questions out of respect for the minister and the other members of this committee, but also the folks at home who are watching who would like to hear the answers.
The question is about the department not having faith in you.
MP Hallan, I am going to ask, like it did happen in the last meeting, a lot of crosstalk, you jumping in when you ask a question.
The question was not about the documentary. The question was about
you ask the question out of
respect
to everybody that's here.
Minister, can you please answer why Canadians should have faith in you,
MP Hallan,
even though your housing agency doesn't? That's the question.
MP Hallan.
I've asked my question.
MP Hallan, you asked a question. Allow the witness to answer the question.
She's not answering the question.
The witness did not even have a nanosecond to answer your question.
Point of order, Mr. Chair. Not only is that irrelevant and untrue, and they're not answering the question, you shut me down by adjourning the meeting improperly. So could you please let Conservatives speak? I know you don't want to hear it as a Liberal. I know you don't want to hear about the housing hell, and you should watch the video too, I might add.
MP Lawrence,
Chair, I'll ask my question again. Let's move on. I will ask my question again. It's my time, Chair. I will ask the question again.
Actually,
Minister,
let me
your
just
housing
say,
agency has no faith
I believe
in
that
your
MP
plan.
Hallan asked me a question.
Canadians?
I certainly believe the point of this exercise is for him to ask me a question. He offered quite a long
Questions on the table
preamble
three
with
times
lots
now.
of points embedded in it.
Why should
and I'd
Canadians
like to
have faith in
respond
you
to
when your
those.
own agency
if
doesn't?
MP Hallan would like to hear a response.
Allow the witness, please, to answer the questions.
Yeah, I'd also like to point out that Conservative senators have been reprimanded for bullying witnesses, and it would be terrible to have that kind of behavior.
Your Prime Minister has been reprimanded for bullying strong women in his own caucus for standing up to his corruption.
So let me now speak about housing. And let me first point out that there is an internal contradiction in what the Conservative members of this committee have done when it comes to voting and their purported scheme on housing. Actually, I believe that your votes are very relevant.
There has to be, you have to stop interrupting. Yeah. Stop interrupting. Yeah.
So I'll move on. I'll move on. I'll move on. It's my time, and I only have limited time.
I'm afraid actually it's time for questions and answers, MP Hallan. So I would like to answer because I have things to say about housing because we have a plan. This is exactly the reason why your non-answer proves why Canadians and your own housing agency has no faith in your government to meet the target.
Point of order.
What this proves is that the Conservatives do not want to actually listen to the answers. The point of order is. Excuse me. I have listened to you interrupt the minister and not allow her to speak. I have the right to make a point of order. Now I'm being interrupted and heckled during my point of order. Please, Chair, please, I'm asking you. Minister Freeland has the right to respond to the questions that are put to him, and this is not. This is a point of order. Now I'm being heckled and interrupted.
It's not
during
a point of order. This
order.
is a breach of process.
This is.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
The witnesses have.
Okay.
I will move on.
MP
I can't.
Lawrence and MP
Chair,
Hallan.
this has descended so badly now that I'm being interrupted during my point of order.
Yes. Okay. Members, first off, stop the crosstalk. Okay. Stop the crosstalk.
I'll move on.
The other thing is, MP Hallan, MP Lawrence, any MP is we have interpreters here. There's a lot of screaming going on. If members screaming into the mics, I think in my opening remarks I explained the danger, the health and safety to our interpreters. So I would ask, that is with crosstalk, that is with screaming, that is with not having respect and decorum here in this room. I think that is what we want.
Point of order.
Yeah, we are looking for respect and decorum. Point of order.
Please don't crosstalk. And I did not. I raised my voice at a reasonable tone, and you did not recognize it last meeting. So that's why I have to raise my voice, because I'm hoping you'll hear me, Chair.
I can hear you, MP Lawrence.
Chair, with respect, I'd like to move on to my next question.